Make sure to do end user check while we're live. Hello.
Oh, what's up? This is the Improv Bagel Donut,
Donuts.
God, I didn't look right at the screen.
Improv
with the
Donut,
big old
motherfucker.
Donut on the screen right now. Hello, I'm going to be your host, one of your several hosts tonight. My name is Phil, and of course, let's go down the line. Say hi to everyone.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm
Nick.
Bud.
Dylan.
I'm Tito.
I forget that you go you go by.
Yeah, I got a lot of names, you know.
Yeah.
Just
You
as
go
long
by
as you guys call me, that's all I care about.
What up, Bud?
Bud,
Cool. Well,
Dom,
I
whatever.
referred to him by that. I'm sure I'll forget. and
Air
call you
Bud.
by name
Dom,
several
Bud.
times.
Domo.
But
I go by
Domo.
Nick too, but that'd be just
Yeah, don't
really
touch
super
it. Yeah.
confusing. Nick.
No,
what?
other Nick. Yeah.
Nick
Glad they
Dude.
call me Phil.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. And then we're going to have to switch it up. I'm going to be,
No way.
Dylan and
Crazy.
go into his room and take my prize. So anyway.
He means Jessica.
So we're going to be doing. Her name is.
Oh,
Jess.
goodness.
Anyway, so we're going to.
She has a name, Phil.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Number one. Anyway,
There.
so what we're number one, oh, not that one.
Okay.
So anyway, we're going to be doing some short form for you. So we're going to need a lot of suggestions. We already got somebody saying yes.
All right.
Thank
Hey.
Yes.
Wherever you are.
Girl,
So,
lucky girl.
right
Yeah.
off the top, while I explain what's going on, is if we just need a title of a story that has never been told, because we are going to tell that to you in just a few moments. But right now, just so you know, everything we are going to do is going to be made up on the spot based on the suggestions that we get from you, the Twitch audience, or other suggestions that we get in our other chats on Facebook or from the producers, seeing how it goes. So we're just going to start off with that. We'll give it a moment so we can get that title of the story.
Also, I like doing that, like going for the get first and then explaining the game so that like
Yeah. That we have
timing
time
will
to build
catch up.
Yes,
Good
we're
idea.
going to do that. Thank you to our producer
Beyond
in the other
the
room. What's his
we
name?
got
it.
Connor.
We got
Thank
it.
you.
That's a good one.
Connor, thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks.
producing.
Gonna be
Hey,
giving
we
us
got
some
it.
good stuff over here.
It's a
Okay,
good title.
so we did get the title. It is called Beyond the Mountains of Lust. We are now going to tell you the story of Beyond the Mountains of Lust. We're going to start, of course. Let me get unfucking tangled.
We're not going to start.
We are going to start it now with Chapter 1. Chapter 1.
Traveling through the woods, coming up on the largest mountain he's ever seen, Timothy was climbing, looking for his lost soul. His soul mate, who he's been searching for years, stolen from him by the evil witch.
Gladiolus. Gladiolus had been a witch for many a year, for centuries, one might even say. And she stole it because her true love was Timothy.
Who got tired of waiting for the witch's brew to intoxicate his inner lust and needed to move on to a more pertinent, perky love interest. Gladiolus was really not his type.
So he trudged up the mountain, and there he came across a wide river. He looked left, he looked right, but it stretched endlessly in both directions. He would have to cross the river. He tentatively
Tiptoed into the cold water, and that it was. As he walked across the water, he heard a sound.
Quickly, Timothy looked, scared. He saw Gladius peeking through the bushes, laughing as Timothy tiptoed through the water.
That's quite brave of you, tiptoeing through that ice-cold water, Gladiolus said.
and with that she waved her wand, and a shark materialized.
Yeah. Good. And that's Chapter 1. I wonder what's going to happen with Timothy
said
and
shark.
Gladiolus.
Yes.
In this weird mountain region where, what was going on in that one again? Something like the witch's brew had to sustain his lust. So this is getting intense. This is getting steamy and hot. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and jump forward into the story, of course, to my favorite chapter, Chapter 12.
Timothy was using the shark's tooth as a flint to start a fire. He knew he couldn't go much further into the woods that night, so he decided to camp. The fire started sizzling as he threw old documents.
Of his 1080 and W-2s. It had been a rough year. The
Fire started to grow and warm him up finally, for he wasn't expecting how cold it was to be on top of the mountain. He took some more of his W-2s and wrapped it around him and stuffed it in his coat.
To go to sleep and hopefully get back to his hike tomorrow. Just then, an apparition appeared in the fire that he had created. It was
his accountant, wondering why he's been traveling with all his W-2s and 1080s from the last 6 years, and he should have been burning them.
to a crisp. I mean, he was going to need these. She worked at H&R Block, and he knew he was going to disappoint her.
By not keeping track of his W-2s. So this apparition was super scary for him. He could not sleep that night because of this, and
the apparition would not leave his head. Suddenly he realized, what if this apparition,
Marjorie, was actually his love? He had vague
memories of their hands meeting when they were filling out their tax forms together. And first he thought that he was just supposed to carry the zeros over, but then when he moved his hand,
he realized it was her just trying to get in touch with him, and this is the best way she knew how.
Awesome. Great. That was chapter 12. The account and apparition, which of course we've all experienced now that tax season is upon us. So we're now going to close this off. What does it say?
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Oh.
Marjorie.
Thank
It's actually my mother's name, Marjorie.
Marjorie Madness.
Marjorie. All right, so we are now going to conclude this story. Of course, this epic tale is going to end at chapter 30. Let's go dive right into Beyond the Mountains of Lust, chapter 30.
Push, Marjorie, push, said the doctor. And she did, and out came a beautiful baby boy.
who's was cross-eyed, and she couldn't realize, wait, my lover had perfect vision.
But my past lovers did not. He quickly forgot about that and held the baby in his arms, and knew right away
He could never love anything so much as the shark whose tooth he took.
And he took the shark tooth, which was hanging around his neck, and he placed it around his newborn son, and he said, I shall
call you Jaws.
Part 3.
And of course, that was how Jaws Part 3 was made.
That's how it was made.
And of course, Janae, since you're the only one, I don't know if you caught the moral of the story, but it was very clear as day. The moral of this story is
When
You
Have
a
lover
that
once
two
do you
then
you
should
find
your
condoms.
there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
one word at a time.
I'm sorry.
At a time.
Look at where I wanted it to go.
No worries. All right.
You had
we're
big
gonna-
dreams, Nick.
Yeah, I know. They keep-
What's
You
next
with that
on the
moral.
docket?
We got questions.
Host Phil.
Questions.
All right, folks. So to start off this next game, can we have a location, something like a petting zoo or a zeppelin? Okay, I've heard beach, but I'm going to explain this and see if Janae suggests anything. So basically, it's going to be a competition between the improviser that you see here. Two people will be doing a scene in said location. However, they can only respond with questions. Okay, if they say a statement, they are out, and they are eliminated. The next one comes in. We have drum circle. So let's start with Nick and Bud. Go for it. Only what?
Nothing. No, go ahead. What was he saying? Drum circle.
Drum circle.
Okay, sorry.
Is it hard for you to stay on beat too?
Am I off?
Yeah.
Too long. Too long. We're switching to Nick
I don't
and
know where I'm
Dylan.
going with that.
Are we sticking with the same thing?
Yeah, drum circle.
Are we sticking with the same beat?
Aren't we in 3/4?
I don't believe that this is going to be a question.
That's because it's not. Okay, Dylan, it's Nick versus Phil. We might do a second round of this.
Yes.
Right now, Nick is killing it through no fault.
You know, jump to another suggestion. or
Yeah,
anything like
let's
that,
let's
and
change it to comic book store for Nick and Phil.
Dang it. Okay. Is this the secret stash?
Isn't it obvious? Superman 5.
Do you take credit cards?
You don't have any cash?
Do you think I would carry cash in this neighborhood?
Are you afraid of getting mugged?
Do you have a friend who could protect me?
You're not my friend?
No.
All right, we're gonna do a second. Okay, we warmed up. Now it's elimination
Yeah, now
round.
it's the right
So Nick's still killing it. Okay, it's Nick versus Bud again. Still
Rocky.
in the
All right.
comic book store.
Do you have issue number 5?
The one that's printed in 3D?
Does it have the Hulk in it?
Wasn't he killed in number 4?
Can he be killed?
I'll let it slide. All right, Nick finally taken down. Okay,
the
Nick
master.
is now eliminated.
Yeah,
All right,
lost
Bud
some counts.
versus Dylan. Let's see. We're gonna go with what the producer shouted, which is beach. Okay, you guys are at a beach.
Don't you think it's cold out here?
Didn't you bring sunscreen?
Why would I bring sunscreen?
Aren't we at the beach?
Who doesn't go to the beach during the summer?
Who brings a coat?
Why would I not bring that coat?
Don't we have towels?
If we had towels, would we be having this conversation?
Who the fuck
Save.
knows?
Nice save. Keep going.
I don't think you know that this is not going to end in a question.
Oh, Dylan, damn it. Again.
Why do I keep doing that?
Okay, Bud versus Phil. Beach. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. The farm. Let's do the farm.
Farm.
Did you milk this bull?
Do you need more milk?
Why don't you use a cow?
I lost the gloves.
Okay, winner is Phil.
Thank you. I won by process of elimination.
That's how this game works. What is next?
It is going to be new choice.
New
So,
choice.
do you
All
wanna
right. Yes, I'm going to be hosting New Choice for you people this evening. Also, quick producer's note, go to Nightbot, type it into Google. You should be able to sign in with Twitch, and then you should be able to uncheck that Nightbot thing that's been coming up that has to do with last night's show, Tales from the Undertaker, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. MST. Anyways,
Oh my God.
back to New Choice. So this is a game where I'm sorry, this is an improvised scene, rather. What's wrong with the game thing?
Because it makes-
like everyone can do it. And
It
we
sounds
wanna try and
cheaper.
Present it.
Got it. This
Yeah.
is a
Let's
high
Not
class
just
game.
not just parlor tricks. This does take skill.
This is a
wanna show-
skillful game
Gotcha.
where two improvisers are going to be doing a scene, and at any time during that scene, I can say new choice, and it's going to look a little something like this.
I have a cat.
New choice.
I have a dog.
New choice.
I have a fear of drowning underwater alone.
There you go, and that is how it is
it got
done.
real.
So let's. What? Who wants to play this game? You two. All right, let's do that.
There you go. Yeah.
That is perfect because what I should have said at the top of this is that I need a suggestion. Let's say a location that you haven't been to, but you just really want to go to. Like for instance, I've been wanting to go to India my entire life. Why? I look Indian, and I want to fit in. I went to Thailand once, and they actually thought I was from there.
Ooh.
Yes, I have Beartown as a suggestion. Beartown.
Well, Skeeter, I gotta tell you, you sure make the best goddamn bear soup.
Well, thank you very much, Scooter.
No problem, Skeeter.
You know, I've first off, thank you for coming over for dinner.
Of course, I brought you some bear claws.
Oh, Scooter! Oh man! Put it on my bear serving tray. Put it on my table.
New choice.
Just put it right into my mouth.
Open wide. There you go. You know, Skeeter, I just wanted to
Scooter.
say, we've been really good hunting friends for so long. And I was just wondering, we've been good roommates for so long.
New choice.
I saw that you had a pickle in your fridge, and I would like to have it.
Well, shoot! I've been keeping that pickle in that there fridge for about the past 5 months, just waiting for you to ask for it.
Oh, you've been waiting for me?
I know that you love pickles, but I want you just to be a bit more forward in your desires.
New choice.
I want you to enjoy the briny sweetness of a dill pickle.
Thank you, Skeeter. Skeeter, I really just want to know, will you come on the big camping trip with me? I'm going up to the Hamish Mountains, and I'm going to shoot some bears.
New choice.
I'm going up to the Hamish Mountains, and I'm going to fish some fish.
New choice.
I got a rock that I found at Petco I want to release in the wild. Will you join me?
Oh my God, I will. I actually have my duffel bag packed to go to the Haymez. I know you've been wanting to go. I just wanted you to ask.
New choice.
I know you've been wanting to go. I've just been wanting you to just grab me by the hand and lead me there.
Well, I'm gonna do that right now. I want come with me in my Prius.
New choice.
Come with me in my monster truck to the Hamish Mountains, and we will release this rock together. While we're there, I think we can renew our friendship vows. I think.
That'd be good, Scooter. If you're
Skeeter.
Scooter.
Skeeter.
Yeah, Scooter. I'm talking to you.
Oh no, Skeeter.
Okay, Scooter.
Scooter. Name Skeeter.
Scooter's a good name too.
New choice.
Scooter's the best name.
New choice.
Terrific. It's kind of sad. It's a little similar to mine, but I'll let it slide. I hope that while you're driving, you feel comfortable driving with one hand, because I just don't want to let go.
Oh, Skeeter, I've been saving this here box of chocolates for somebody special, some best friend who's special. Here, let me feed them to you.
New choice.
Here, let me flush them down the toilet.
New
They're
choice.
old. I also have a pickle that's been resting in my car for some time. I would like to force that into your mouth with your permission.
It's with your permission.
Okay.
It's forceful.
Not weird. Yeah.
Forceful, yet he asked for permission. So I
Name
think that's
that
okay.
pet rock.
Pet rock. It would be,
Julius.
No, it would be Skeeter, Scooter, and Skeety?
Skeet Skeet.
Skeet. Yeah.
Skeet
Skeet.
The rock's known as Skeet, of course. All right.
That's what the caveman Louis C.K. went on.
Exactly. The Skeet.
Not a plant. What?
It's like a bromance
It
that
was.
was blossoming.
Yeah.
Two bear lovers, bear claws. We got Zulu next. Their slogan.
Okay, guys, this game. I'm sorry. This piece.
Give
This
us
piece.
suggestions.
First off, okay,
Bring a lot
I'm
of
going to want a
suggestions for this
suggestion of an item that you would find in like a Sears catalog. Okay, like an electric toothbrush or a hover car. So
We need
right
a lot
now-
of them, so send a lot of them. To
Yes,
us.
we're gonna need a lot of these suggestions. So I have 4 crack ad executives. They love their crack and they're good at their job. And they're gonna be coming up with some amazing slogans to sell these products that you give us. Okay, so just so you guys know, it'll be the name of the product and then a quick tagline for it. Very simple. I'll point to you. So let's get started with pantsuits. Okay.
Pantsuits. When you can't decide what to wear to a funeral, it's a pantsuit.
Hill Dog Pantsuits, that's right. They're the only pantsuit to be made exclusively for Hillary Clinton. The almost...
Pantsuit, schmantsuit. Your pantsuit's too long. Well, this has an unzippable part.
Pinstripe pantsuits for those fashion who don't know what the hell they're doing.
Pink pedaled pantsuits for when you want to fit in with the floral crowd.
Zoot Suit Pantsuit, that's right. You in the roaring 20s or 30s or 40s, whatever era it is.
Pantsuits for
Okay, no, you get one. You get one hand up.
All right.
Okay, let's grab another thing. Microwaves.
my own microwave full of year-old food in the inside.
Michael's microwave made it at home for you.
Microwave. That's right. It makes pie, and it only makes pie. That's where you put all the
Haircrowave, the only microwave that is uses the friction of your own hair.
jive-crowave. That's right. You jive turkeys. You can warm up your jive turkey and your jive.
Plycrowave when you want to ply through the jungle.
Microwave when you're looking really cool for the ladies.
Nicorave. That's right. It's exclusively from Nike, the brand that brought you.
Microwave when you really don't know why you need it.
Microwave, it only heats very tiny things. They're very
Microwave. It's a tiny little microwave.
Oh,
you put on
boy.
your-
Gatorade. There's lots of flavors.
Psychowave when you've just completely lost it.
Pants.
All right, yes. You get one hand up. Okay, let's speed this up. Screwdrivers. Screwdrivers is what it is. Here we go.
The flat screwdrivers, because they're not more than flat.
You got a hand up. Okay. Let's see. Neck pillows. Pillows.
yeah. So
Take
we
a tiny
could-
bit.
Yeah. So we have it like.
Okay, sure, of course.
Not look like a fool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go with pillows. Pillows.
Zillow's pillows when you're looking for a house and you want to rest your head.
Nice.
Thigh pillows. Are your thighs tired from a long day of walking?
Manila pillow. That's right. It's made exclusively with Manila flavoring.
Fluffy pillows reminds me of my last dog.
Muffy's pillows when you want to snuggle up with that special girl.
Hey, my name is Greg. This is my pillow. I made it from rocks.
Muff pillow when you want to really slide into bed with that special.
Oh boy.
Pillow willows for the willy willow pillow pillows.
Pillow, perfect for staring up at the clouds.
More pillows, because everybody likes to look at the clouds.
Okay, two hands
out.
up, and
Vegan
you are
pillow.
out of
Outta
here.
here.
We're down to the three. Okay, let's make all this single elimination because you guys both have a hand up. I'm just gonna give you another hand. Okay, single elimination. Here we go. TVs.
CTT TV. That is Color Circuit's closed circuit television with a lot. There's a lot of televisions within the closed circuitry of Color Circuit.
Weavy TVs when you want a macrame pot holder on your TV.
Plasma TV made out of real plasma. That's right. My blood.
Hemoglobin TV because more people need hemoglobin than plasma.
Ooh, shit.
Micro TV. It's for TV for very, very tiny.
Vegan TV. That's right. There's nothing harmful or hateful on this TV.
Pescator TV when you want to eat fish.
Omnivore TV because I'm a bad person.
Woke TV because I'm woke AF.
Sleepy TV stays on all night.
Brokeback TV. That's right. You can go up to the mountains with this TV. It's not weird. It's not weird.
Fuck.
Okay. All right. Final thing I'm gonna take.
Stupid.
Okay. Let's go with sequence. Cool. Sequence. Okay.
Sequence initiator. That's right. You have all the codes of the military based onto your sequence jacket.
Sequence of sequins. You can only wear one sequence when you've worn the other sequin prior to
Hi,
that.
I'm Ryan Sequence, and I just would like to let you guys know I have a special brand of diet soda.
Toenail sequence. Do you like your clothing to have a little bit of a stench to it? We're wearing this
Hi, I'm Mr. Me Sequence. Hi, I'm Rick and Morty. Oh, jeez.
penguin sequence. Do you like dead birds on
The singing sequence. That's right. It is beautiful.
meat sequence? Your sequence are really tough to
Police
eat.
sequence.
Eye sequence.
You sequence.
Me sequence.
Hey, we all sequence.
All over the sequence.
You both win.
Oh, man.
You both win.
There's no losers there.
All right. Nick for life. All right.
Wonderful.
Look at that, Nick. You got a fan right there, you son of a bitch.
All right, what's next? What are
ABC.
we playing? ABC. I'm
Gonna
hosting this, I
How about
believe.
that?
And Nick is
this.
playing ABC with Phil. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So ABC. The way this improvised
suggestion
piece works is that I ask for a suggestion first. So let's. I'm gonna go buck wild here. Any suggestion regarding a buck. So do you? a dollar buck, a buck, a bucket.
Bambi's mom
That's
buck
a very
over.
small bucket, by the way. Buck,
That would be a buck.
ETTE.
He's still
Like a
those
deer,
big
a buck
bucks.
like a deer, any of those. Anyways, the way ABC works is that we will have that and a letter, so pick a letter, that we will start with. And if the first letter is P, then the next letter, the following word from the following improviser needs to start with Q, and then R, and then S. So every sequential letter thereafter. We're going to do the entire alphabet until we get back to that letter.
don't give a
And
fuck.
what I have 4 suggestions are. Let's see. Let's go with Panty Raid Buck Hunt. I'm interested to see what that is. We're also going to start with the letter R. Take it away.
Really? Really, you're gonna give up on the frat after all these years and all we've been through?
Sorority down the road, they laugh at me.
Tell me that this isn't true. You've been the greatest frat brother I've ever seen. You taught me everything I need to know.
Unfortunately, it's not about the brotherhood for me anymore.
Victory? Victory over that stupid dean isn't enough for you? Come on, man. You gotta get back together. Have a PAPS.
Why bother, man? This college is a sham.
X-ray! X marks the spot on my heart where you have just carved it right out. You son of a bitch.
Time to say X. That's 15 seconds away.
Keep it down. We're in a scene, goddammit.
You can't be serious. You did that for me?
Of course. Of course I did that for you. I even learned the French. Because that's how I roll. You taught me everything, man.
I'm so touched by that you'd learn French for me.
Brother, just come back. Just try one more panty raid. Just one more, and then we could give it up for good. We're going to go for the mother load.
Crinoline panties?
Crinoline panties. Oh, damn right. Damn right. The Holy Grail. We've never been able to raid that sorority house. And you know I need you by my side.
Except I'm already on probation. If I get caught,
Fuck the consequences, man. Just fuck them. You, the sorority, we need you.
God Almighty, I'm in.
Let me get you your mask, bro. Here you go.
I don't need a mask.
Just raw dogging it with your raw face? You crazy son of a bitch.
King of the panty raids.
La! I'm alive! La! La! I can't wait.
Man, you are jacked up.
Not only am I jacked up, but I've been taking steroids.
Obviously, man, you're pumped.
Please, please. Let's just get this panty raid over with so we could go get some ladies.
Quick. I just saw the lights go out.
Ready? Go.
And scene.
I don't know why X
That was
totally
great.
stumped me. I was just like, there has to be a letter after this one.
That's right.
God damn it.
And I
I feel like P got you too.
Yeah, towards the end, because I was like, is there an R?
X marked the spot
X marks the spot.
for where X was. What's next?
That is going to be
Wow.
Charon.
Ooh,
Yes.
shite.
All
Oh,
right.
I love this game. So, first off, the suggestion that I need from you folks here at home or the live studio audience or the producers
We have
is
special guest.
special guest Scott waiting in the wings, the love of everybody's life.
Always in the queue.
Especially Janae's.
Somebody turn off their phone.
That's Tito's.
No, it's not.
Is that yours?
God damn it, get out of
Come
here.
on, man.
We're going to murder this live studio audience. Okay, guys, what I need from you is the suggestion of a hot news topic, something that's in the news today, like, Trump, some Trump guy,
anything.
like,
Or something
doing
else.
a thing
Anything.
that you
Doing
disagree
anything.
with, or, Black Panther's doing really good in the box office, something. And we're going to have a little debate amongst ourselves. So, The Shape of Water. What was that?
Oh, never mind.
Okay, no. We're going to do The Shape of Water. The Shape of Water winning at the Oscars.
The Shape of Water deserves the win. There were a lot of good contenders this year. Lady Bird was my personal choice. But you know what? Everybody liked this movie when it came out. And then when it won, everybody all of a sudden hated the movie. That's not cool. You can't just flippity-flop at a whim. You need to stick to your guns and say, hey, this is a good movie. Maybe it didn't deserve to win above the rest. You can say that. But you can't just say it was a good movie and then a bad movie and then a good movie. And then a bad movie.
Challenge. I was wanted to see
Phil.
it go. I think the Oscars are unwatchable.
Continue.
I have tried to sit and watch the Oscars, and I get so bored watching the same thing over and over again, where they try to make it cool and fun, like when they had James Franco and what's that girl's name, Anne Hathaway, do it, and the big scandal or whatever was James Franco high? And it's like, I really don't care if James Franco is high for the Oscars. because it
Challenge.
just means so-
Nick.
James Franco should change his name to Frank Jameso.
Ooh, proceed.
He's James Franco has gotten into a lot of trouble with allegations of sexual harassment and sexual abuse. So he should change his name to Frank Jameso and reintroduce himself. And now nobody will know who he is. And he's just
Challenge. I should change my name to Rod Strong.
Proceed.
I think I should just change my name to Rod Strong. That sounds like a very strong name. And I mean, like, my real name, I'm not going to give it out on the live stream exactly. But, it's very, I guess, Hispanic and stuff like that. And that's cool, but it's not tough. It's not Rod Strong tough. That's what I'm talking about. Rod Strong could be the...
Challenge.
Dill.
My dad had a Ford Tough.
Proceed.
My dad's truck was built Ford Tough. He had an F-150 extended cab, extended bed, and I always felt like a man driving that thing when he would let me drive it. I didn't get into manhood
Challenge.
until very late.
Fill in.
I'd love to drive a boat one day.
You'd love to drive a butt?
A boat.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
I would
I
like to drive a butt one
Proceed.
day too. I would like to drive a butt one day too, right into right into an iceberg. I'm sure that's sexual in some way.
Challenge.
Bud.
Icebergs didn't go anywhere.
Proceed.
Global warming is a lie.
Challenge.
Dill.
Dominic's an idiot.
Noted. Proceed,
Noted.
Dominic.
Agreed. Well, I gotta follow through with this, but the Titanic was the one who did the wrong things there, man. Like what was it going?
Challenge.
Okay,
Challenge.
Dylan.
Thank you.
More men need more hair.
Proceed.
As you can tell, there are 3 to 3.5 long hairs in this semicircle that we have here. One not so long here, but that's okay. But what I'm trying to get at is that we need more men with more long hairs, and by that I mean kind of all the hairs, right?
Challenge.
Phil.
Trouble there. It's the same person. I hate panda bears.
Proceed.
I hate panda bears. They deserve to die. I feel like they're nature's failure, and they deserve to go under because they don't they ovulate like once every blue moon or something like that. It just feels like nature really wasn't meant to keep the panda bears around. The only ones
Challenge.
who've seen.
Nick. Panda bears are a cautionary tale.
Proceed.
We need panda bears to exist, if only to warn us that things can be lost if we don't nurture them. You can't just hate something and then get it to go away.
Challenge.
Phil.
My love for Panda Express will never die.
Proceed.
I love
'Cause I
Panda
agree.
Express. Okay, yes, I love Panda Express. There's so many good options and choices, even when you're trying to eat healthy and
Challenge.
on a budget.
Dill.
Polar Express was an awful movie.
Proceed.
I don't know if you've seen it. It is bad. Just even to look at, it's awful. And speaking of movies, Shape of Water. Just to bring this back around.
Smooth transition. Noted, host.
The Shape of Water was a good movie. Panda Express was a bad movie.
Challenge.
Nick.
James Franco was in Pineapple Express. Better movie.
Okay, noted. Continue.
And all of this comes around, right? We got global warming. That shit is real. Panda Express couldn't exist without. No, could exist with. No, what? A panda's gonna die if there's no global warming. You need more hair in order to exist on global warming. Make sure you watch the Oscars every year. 90th.
Oh, great.
Do it now.
Scene.
And that is it.
Nice. That was a fun game. That was a fun one.
Oh, boy. What is next on the docket?
The last one we have is Sex with Me.
Ooh, exciting.
Right.
Mhm. Classic.
So,
All right,
Anybody
everyone,
having
we
sex
need
with Nick
some
is
more
classic.
suggestions of person, place, thing, anything that you can think of. Just throw it out there on the suggestion because we're going to...
item.
Now we are going to go ahead and answer the long lost question of what is it like to have sex with all of us. We're gonna
OMG,
answer
I
that.
love long hairs.
Thank you. Is that Janae?
Like all of
Ambulance?
them, just like one at a
Before I get
time.
suggestions, guys. Yeah, so we're basically going to tell you what it is like to have sex with all of us. We're going to... You have never played this, or have you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, good.
Sure,
Just making sure.
totally.
So we're gonna, once we get all these suggestions in, we're gonna be coming to them periodically and let you know how it is to have sex with one of us. Of course, the very first suggestion that we got is ambulance. Ambulance.
Sex with me is like an ambulance. You call and I'm there.
Ooh. Sex with me is like an ambulance. I'll put you in a coma.
Whoa.
Sex with me is like an ambulance. You got to make sure it's sterilized first.
Oh. Sex with me is like an ambulance. There's two dudes in front.
Sex with me is like an ambulance. You sex with me is like an ambulance. You go in bloody, you come out bloody.
Oh,
Sex with me is like an ambulance. It's gonna cost you.
Oh. Sex with me is like an ambulance. You press my button and I'll wail.
Sex with me is like an ambulance. You got to call the firefighters first.
Sex with me is like an ambulance. If you hear me coming, you better pull over.
Awesome. Let's get another suggestion. Let's get another suggestion. We got parrot. Parrot.
Sex with me is like a parrot. I'm going to talk the entire time.
Sex with me is like a parrot. Sex with me is like a parrot.
Sex with me is like a parrot. It's endangered.
Sex with me is like a parrot. You always end up with feathers in your mouth.
Sex with me is like a parrot. I got a long beak.
Sex with me is like a parrot. You find it fun and colorful at first, but it's actually just pretty boring and takes up a lot of upkeep. And
Sex with me is like a parrot. I'm going to put you in a cage.
Sex with me is like a parrot. I'm going to rip my own feathers out if I don't get enough attention.
sex with me is like a parrot. I got the claws.
Okay, let's grab another one.
Donut.
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 Okay.
I see a theme.
Sex with me is like a donut. Do not have sex with me.
Sex with me is like a donut. I'm going to glaze all over your hole.
Sex with me is like a donut. You can pick me up at a drive-thru at 2 a.m.
Sex with me is like a donut. You're definitely going to be filled with cream.
Sex with me is like a donut. You're going to be glazed over afterwards.
Sex with me is like a donut.
Yeah.
I come a dozen.
Sex with me is like a donut. I prefer it old-fashioned.
Sex with me is like a donut. Thank you for watching Improv Donut. Can we call it?
We got 10 minutes, but
let's keep
fine.
going.
Okay, we'll do. Let's do another one. Let's do a diet.
Diet?
Sex with me is like a diet. It fucking sucks.
Sex with me is like a diet. It doesn't last long.
Sex with me is like a donut. Nothing but denial.
Sex with me is like a diet. I'm not going to make your body happy.
Sex with me is like a diet. Things are gonna get crabby.
Yes.
Sex with me is like a diet. It only happens in January.
Special guest. Just
Damn.
blasted this.
Boom.
Let's get another one there. Sex with me
Jellyfish?
is like jellyfish. Yeah, let's do that. Sex with me is like a jellyfish. It's eternal.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. I hope to involve tentacles.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. It's immortal, is what I meant to
Sex
say.
with me is like a jellyfish. It's not eternal, but it stings.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. We're going to do it underwater.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. It's sure to leave a rash.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. Things are gooey.
Sex with me is like a jellyfish. You got to pee on me first.
All right.
Shall we make one more? Let's do one more because we actually have
man.
plenty of time
Oh,
here.
shit.
So let's do sex with me is like
snake
eggs. Sure, let's do snake eggs. Put that. Sex with me is like snake eggs.
Snacks with
Snacks
me.
eggs.
Sex with me is like snake eggs. My balls are very, they're easy to crush. Kind of like a snake egg.
Sex with me is like
Thanks,
sex with
guys.
me is like a snake egg. It's gooey inside.
Sex with me is like a snake egg. My sperm are gonna wiggle out of your egg, like a snake does when it's
way.
born.
Let's get one more. This one's
Jesus.
just not going over.
Oh,
well.
this is not going
A
well.
bed. How about that? Sex with me is like a bed.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a bed. You can jump all over me and I'll take it.
Sex with me is like a bed. Middle Eastern.
Sex with me is like a bed, very comfortable.
Sex with me is like a bed. I'll make you squeal.
Sex with me is like a bed. You can order me online and I'll come in a small box.
Sex with me is like a bed. IKEA.
Sex with me is like a bed. Don't roll over to one side, though.
Sex with me is like a bed. I'll remember your form.
Oh boy, I feel like we just got it down.
All right, we gotta get this going.
God damn it. Okay, pretzel. Here we go. Final one. Maybe.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. It can be purchased at the mall.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. We'll get all twisted.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. Dip me in mustard.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. I know you prefer it soft.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. It will leave you very thirsty.
Sex with me is like a pretzel. It's salty. It's gonna be salty. It's the same one. And sex with me is like a pretzel. It's made by Auntie Anne's.
Sex with me is like a Sex with me is like a pretzel. You could buy it at the mall.
He said that.
Damn it! Damn, I know I heard that
Sex
somewhere.
with me. What was that?
It says soft Tito.
Soft Tito.
Warm.
Sex with me is like soft Tito.
Exhilarating.
It's very soft.
Sex with me is like soft Tito. You're watching him like really try to put it in there, with your opposable thumb.
Oh, I go with.
Sex with me is like soft Tito. It's not very hard.
Oh, that's good.
That's just yesing.
That's just true.
It's called.
Sex with me is like a soft Tito. It's hard as fuck.
Sex with me is like a soft Tito. It'll cry. Fuck it.
Let's call it there.
Okay, we'll just
Let's
stop
call it
there.
there.
Stop torching you. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned to Improv Donut, the small show. If you guys have any comments, tips, or suggestions that you think would make this show better, or Janae, if you want to come join us, please leave a comment in there. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. Or yeah, if you want to pitch any scenes or games that you want us to play, we can definitely do that. Stay tuned for the next show where we're going to do some long form improv. Of course, coming up on a improv bagel on twitch.tv/colorcircuit.live.
And what's happening after that?
Of course, we're going to have the burnt bagel, but no need to get ahead of ourselves. We'll be back.